Welcome back to the Foodcast, everyone. I hope you all had a wonderful summer.
I missed
Heather,
you.
I missed you too. This is fun. I missed it.
Yeah, totally. What was I gonna do with the rest of my week? I didn't get to see Patty's cute face all the time.
Aww. But it's
Wow.
been an eventful summer. Like, I don't know how we would have fit it in.
You know, I do think about that. My summer was a bit of a whirlwind. I think it usually is. I just don't necessarily pay attention. I just go with the flow. But this year, I was keeping tabs on where my time was going and not going. So I'm really happy that it's fall.
Yeah, it's kind of that time of year where things slow down a smidge. I'm okay with that.
I like it
Yeah.
for sure. And the cooler temperature makes everyone happier. Although it was 40 over the weekend, and that's too cold.
Oh, and then we had record highs last week here in Colorado, so it wasn't that cold. Like 90s.
Oh, yeah, we had 94.
So
we went from 94 to 44. And you wonder why people get sick.
Right?
Just crazy.
Psychotic weather.
Yeah.
So what'd you do all summer, Heather?
Oh my goodness. So we had a huge celebratory event for the husband turning 50.
Whoop, whoop.
I know he doesn't look it. It's okay. Yes, I married a much older man. Much, much older. Wow, you couldn't even keep a straight face for that. Thanks.
I appreciate it. I tried.
Totally. So it was great. We had a fabulous time. Everybody celebrated all the things that are Mr. Husband and Mr. 50, and it was great. And we also had yet another softball summer. So both kids play travel softball, and they were literally all over the country. We didn't go too far to the West Coast, but we were on the East Coast. We had a week in Florida with one of the teams. And, having lived in Florida before, P, I'm sure you remember how
sticky.
It's humid. I'll give you that. There's definitely a factor of humidity. But we were on the west coast of Florida. So we were on the Gulf side in Indian Rocks Beach. And it's this quaint little town. And it's phenomenal. I would go back there in a heartbeat. It had beautiful sand, beautiful weather. It was calm and relaxed. Everybody was friendly and nice, and you could walk everywhere. So
that is nice.
Yeah, we rented a little house, and we just walked. We had to drive to softball, but whatever. So I had
the West Coast side of Florida too. Always has a breeze. It always seems to have a little breeze.
Yeah, it did. It was
so
lovely.
It's not usually as sticky as the East Coast side.
There were a couple days that were more humid than others, but getting to see the sunrise every morning and the sunset every evening and just walking all over the place, spending a lot of time in the ocean, I needed it. It was like mental health recovery.
Good. And the girls ended the softball season well?
Yeah, they both played really well. Their teams did well. And as of right now, we're already moving into the fall season. So, yeah, there was that break.
Did you notice? Did you have one?
You know what? I think I blinked there for a minute. Oh, yeah, it's over now.
Well, between that and then you've been doing college visits, right? Maggie's looking at colleges for next year.
Yes, I got a senior. So we're doing college visits. She loves the University of Wisconsin school system. So there's quite a few colleges within UW, and most of them have, not most, some have really nice softball programs. So that is her goal, is to be at a school not too far away from home that has a great program where she can play ball. So we're working on it.
Is she looking at big school, little school, medium school?
She comes from my kids go to a high school that's 5,500 kids. So
that's pretty big for a high school.
It's huge for a high school. So, but they're in two buildings. It's not like they're spread out on a campus or anything. So we looked actually at one school that had 5,500 kids, but it was spread out on a college campus. So even though it was a small population, you really did feel like you're experiencing a college, which I think is fabulous.
Best of both worlds, really.
Right. Having gone to Florida State myself, go Noles. It's huge, and everything is big about it. Big classes, big campus, everything is done to the top. So it's really quaint to look at some of these other schools that have similar focus, on the education and the sports, but just on a smaller degree, so it's more comfortable. So I think she'll be happy. So
well, good.
She doesn't want a 6,000 kid school, because that'll just be maybe a repeat of high school, but, somewhere under 10.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's exciting for her, though.
I know. I'm excited for her. It's gonna be really good. She's ready. She's really grasping onto the independence, and I think she would like to have a little more freedom.
Gee, I wonder what that's like.
I have nothing to say about that.
No, we weren't like that at all when we left school.
Yeah, Mom keeps reminding me how senior year of high school, Heather, we were so mean. No, so Mom is telling me that during my senior year of high school, because, I was first, I was a biatch. And I was mean, and I was nasty, and I didn't want to go to college, and then I wanted to go to college, and then I was going to move away and never come back, and then I was never going to leave.
You could make up your mind.
So clearly there was some emotional drama going on during that final year of high school. So I'm ready.
It happens because you're tired of the drill that you've been doing for 12 years. You're ready for the next step, but you're also afraid a little bit, of what it's going to be like, but you're excited. There's just all of that stuff going through your head. So
yeah,
I get it. I'm sure I was the same, only not as mean.
I wouldn't know.
You weren't there.
I couldn't handle it. I had to get out.
Right.
So it's good. It's, times are a-changing, and it's all right. Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So what did you do this summer? Give me something.
Well, you and I went to a Young Living convention, which was
that was awesome.
That was a great start to the summer. We went to Utah, and it was a little sticky there for Utah, I thought.
It was.
But it was great. We learned so much. And we heard some really great speakers, and we got to go to the farm.
We met Mel Robbins.
We did meet Mel Robbins. She was coming out the backside of the convention center.
Awesome.
And we just kind of snuck up on her and got a picture. She was so nice.
She's so fun. I love her.
Yeah, she's very cute.
If you're not familiar with the 5-second rule, Google Mel Robbins 5-second rule. It's so silly. It's life-changing.
Yeah, it is.
I have no words.
Agreed. Eric Worre was there as well. Got some great network marketing stuff. Tons of new products from the line, which was amazing, and we're so excited. We'll post a few blog posts about that. But yeah, lots of stuff. More skincare, some more makeup stuff,
and samples.
Lots of samples.
The best.
I know. And there's a new app now too, so you can share the Young Living blog easier. There's just so much coming. It's amazing. It's so much fun.
Yeah, the whole company is just blooming.
Yeah, and I think it's good because I'll say they were a little bit behind the times until very recently with a lot of their web stuff. So it's nice that they're jumping in.
You know what? You're only saying that because you're a computer nerd.
That's probably true.
Seriously.
So that was a lot of fun. We went with Monica and the other Heathers. We were all roomies, and that was fun. Got to eat some good food, had some fun road trips.
Yeah, it was a really great week.
Yeah, it was. And then outside of that, I changed jobs, which was my big summer event. It was fun, but I just needed a change. It was time to learn something new and grow. And I'm with a really small company that's doing some amazing stuff. They're so much fun. We had an event already where everybody got together in the mountains of Gatlinburg, and we went zip lining, and we did a moonshine tour.
Oh, that's so fun.
I know. And we went to a cider house, and we just sat out on the back porch and looked at the Smoky Mountains. And
so you drank a lot and then risked your life.
Not in that order. No.
Okay. I just want, didn't know how much they appreciated you as a human being.
We did the life risking things first.
Oh, got it.
And then we had a few beverages.
Got it.
No, but everybody's so nice. And it's just, oh, and you know what I did learn? Having lived in Tennessee before, but more on the west side in Nashville area, you know why it's called the Smoky Mountains?
I assumed it was fog related.
It is, but it's not just fog. So the fog kind of settles into the trees, but then as the trees sort of like respirate, they take the carbon dioxide that we breathe out and then they convert it back to oxygen. That fog actually like lowers and raises. So if you're high enough where you can see it throughout the day, it looks like the trees are smoking because they're exhaling the smoke. So it's crazy. And so we actually had a decent viewpoint where you could see that. I'm like, oh my gosh, I get it.
That's really cool.
Very neat.
Nature is very, very interesting.
It is, yeah. But it was nice to be back in that part of the world. It was nice. So that was, other than that, just hanging out with my friends and doing some yoga, doing some hiking through the mountains of Colorado and, having a brunch here or there. It was kind of nice.
Yay.
Yeah. It was busy, but like busy with little things.
Not stressful, busy, big.
Yeah.
Busy. That's good.
So, other than the whole, life-changing job move type thing.
Whatever. You're still a computer nerd, so whatever.
I am. Yep. It's good.
Awesome.
Barely is very happy for the cooler temps. She's
probably happy to have you at home all the time too.
Yeah, she's still going to Camp Bow Wow during the week, a couple days a week to just, get her play on and get tired because otherwise she's crazy.
Like a toddler.
Yes, very much like a toddler. But yeah, she's a fun little coworker around.
Little. Yeah. Little. That'd be in air quotes.
100 pounds is little.
Oh, come on. She's tiny.
No, she's fun. But yeah, I kind of like working from home. It's interesting. My commute is about 20 steps from my bedroom to my office.
There you go.
Being able to make a real breakfast and change where I'm sitting. Cup of tea. But yeah, it's good because, don't have to do makeup every day. I am making an effort to change out of my pajamas though, just so that there is that delineation of work time is now starting. So, yoga.
Well, don't you feel more productive too?
Yeah.
If you just feel like, I had a thing, I had to change. I brushed my teeth, I brushed my hair.
Yeah, it's good. And, wake up so early is nice.
Jealous of that.
My folks are on the East Coast. So
never mind. You're up.
They're being very great about that and not, scheduling things at 5:30 for me, which, would be 7:30 for them.
But why would they do stuff at 7:30?
Well, but there have been a couple mornings where I went to bed the night before. I was like, oh, I can get up at like 6:30 because there's nothing on my calendar till maybe 7 or 7:30. And then I wake up at 6:30 and oh crap, there's a call at 7. I gotta get up. Because they've been up for a couple hours. It's good. It's really good. It's an adjustment. It's very different because I'm a social person, so not having coworkers is a little bit weird. But they're really good about reaching out, and we have instant messenger and stuff, so we can chit chat and talk about other stuff.
You could Zoom them.
I should start Zooming them. Although we do Skype meetings, which is basically the same thing.
Oh yeah. Just when you get to see people's faces and their facial expressions as you're talking to them, it makes such a huge difference versus just chatting on the phone or a conference call or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So that was my summer.
That's great. That's great. Last weekend, I was down in Florida again. One of my friends passed away.
I know. I'm sorry.
I know. Who was just 50, and it was shocking and horrible. But really, something that I learned is that, mindfulness and living in the present moment and, being passionate about what you do every day is how you're going to make your life memorable. Being there for your friends, being there for your family, not just in passing, but, really being present in each moment and loving them to the fullest. So those are my words of wisdom.
Well, that's a good way to close this out is enjoy the time that you have because you never know when it might end, and tell the people that you love them. And
true that.
So with that, we will close out this season 2 opener.
Woo!
And we've got some really.
Oh wait, I'm early.
You're early.
Sorry.
We've got some really fun stuff coming up in the next couple weeks. A little insight into Pelly.
Wait.
Some fall cooking tips, Halloween.
That's spectacular.
And some just, some other stuff. So stay tuned. If you haven't already, subscribe to the Foodcast wherever you are listening. We're on in all the usual places, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher,
Overcast.
the Overcast. Yep.
I know. You could list 50. There's
Yeah,
like 50.
I know. They're all the places. Don't forget to go to foodmoose.com and subscribe to our newsletter. You'll also get some free stuff, 10 ways to live for real. Don't forget our Etsy shop. We've got some
Instagram.
Our Instagram is where we have the most fun. So check us out. We will post all of the links to that stuff in the show notes for this. All right, now, Heather.
Moose out.